Located right outside the town of Ontonagon lies a living piece of history that shows how the copper country got its name.
So we officially opened in 1850. The copper rush out here is typically ranged between starting around 1843 and then 1848. So yeah, the first couple months here, everything seemed really promising. The copper here is found in huge veins of just solid copper, which on paper, that sounds really good, but unfortunately that makes it very difficult to remove. And so that was kind of our downfall, that our copper here is too large and too pure. And so it was just a lot of just like trying to stay afloat, break even, but eventually we weren't able to do that, and in 1920 we had to shut down and the bank reclaimed the property. So, and at the end of the experience, Adventure Mining Company was deemed a failure. For a long time, the mine was just pretty much just here. Locals were able to just come in and do whatever they wanted. And it was eventually bought up in I believe the 70s. And they also started doing tours around that time. It wasn't nearly as commercialized as we are here. It swapped hands a couple more times after that. But then in about 2005, the man that signs my paychecks bought it up, Matt Portfleet. So yeah, he turned it into what we see here today.
With 4 various mine tours to pick from, Sarah shares some of her favorite things you can experience when you go underground.
In level 1, so there's a really cool stope that's about 300 feet tall. At the top of it you can see this, we call it the skylight stope because you can see daylight from that. Also just the fact that there's a little nugget of silver in one of the pillars that we can see, and it's just you know, that's what jewelry is made out of, and it's just raw material in a pillar of all places.
Even though the mining days are far over, when visiting, you're still able to take some UP-made metal home.
Everything on this table here is local copper. Everything in this display case is also local. This shelf and this shelf with a couple half-breeds in here are from our mine.
If you're interested in taking a tour of your own, the best way to do so is to book online at adventuremine.com. Walk-ins are also allowed for certain tours as well. Reporting in Greenland, Haley Shungart, Local 3 News.